First, Berserker Khazan is an ambitious action RPG that has captured the imagination of gamers and critics alike with its intense combat, rich lore, and immersive world. Developed by a relatively unknown indie studio, the game has managed to carve out a niche for itself in the crowded gaming market. Available on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC, this cross-platform availability has helped it reach a broad audience from console enthusiasts to PC gamers. The game is set in a dark, mythical world inspired by Norse mythology, where players take on the role of Khazan, a warrior seeking vengeance and redemption. The game is firmly rooted in the action RPG genre, blending elements of fast-paced combat with deep role-playing mechanics. Players navigate through a sprawling open world, filled with diverse environments ranging from dark forests and icy tundras to ancient ruins and bustling villages. The gameplay emphasizes exploration, character progression, and strategic combat. One of the standout features of First Berserker Khazan is its combat system. It's both brutal and tactical, requiring players to master a variety of weapons and combat style. The game offers a mix of light and heavy attacks, parries, and dodges, reminiscent of the combat mechanics found in games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. The boss fights, in particular, are a highlight, featuring towering adversaries with unique attack patterns and weaknesses. These encounters are challenging and often require players to learn from their mistakes, making each victory feel earned and rewarding. The game's strengths lie in its immersive world, challenging combat, and well-integrated character progression. The world of First Berserker Khazan is richly detailed, with a strong sense of atmosphere and history. The lore is deeply intertwined with the gameplay, encouraging players to explore and uncover the story piece by piece. The combat system is deep and rewarding, with a high skill ceiling that caters to hardcore gamers. The variety of enemies and bosses ensures that combat never feels repetitive. The RPG elements allow players to customize Khazan's abilities and gear to suit their playstyle, adding a layer of strategy and personalization to the game. However, the game does have its weaknesses. The steep learning curve can be a barrier for some players, particularly those not familiar with the action RPG genre. The lack of an easy mode means that casual gamers might find it frustrating. Additionally, First Berserker Khazan suffered from some technical issues at launch, including frame rate drops and occasional bugs. While patches have addressed many of these problems, they did affect the initial reception. First Berserker Khazan has received generally positive reviews from both critics and players. On Metacritic, the game holds a solid score, with critics praising its combat mechanics and world building. User reviews are similarly favorable, though some players have noted the game's difficulty as a point of contention. Overall, the game has been lauded for its ambition and execution, particularly given its indie roots. The main story of First Berserker Khazan takes approximately 30-40 hours to complete, depending on the player's skill level and playstyle. For completionists who want to explore every nook and cranny, the game offers upwards of 60 hours of content. The inclusion of side quests, hidden areas, and optional bosses adds significant replay value, encouraging players to revisit the game and experience different outcomes based on their choices. First Berserker Khazan has drawn comparisons to several well-known titles in the action RPG genre. Its combat and difficulty are often likened to Dark Souls and Bloodborne, while its open-world exploration and lore-driven narrative are reminiscent of The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. The game also shares some thematic and aesthetic similarities with Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, particularly in its portrayal of Norse mythology and its atmospheric storytelling. In conclusion, first Berserker Khazan is a remarkable entry in the action RPG genre, offering a challenging and rewarding experience for players willing to invest the time and effort. Its immersive world, deep combat system, and rich lore make it a standout title, despite some technical issues and a steep learning curve. Whether you're a fan of hardcore action games or looking for a rich, narrative-driven RPG, first Berserker Khazan is a game worth exploring.